On this week's edition of the Overtime, we will be taking a look at the Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic. Then, we will dive into NAU Men's Tennis Senior Day. Finally, we'll take a look at the breaking news with NAU basketball. All that and more on this edition of the Overtime. Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm Jeselle Contreas, and today I am joined by Jessalyn Garcia. Jess, this will be our first time on desk together. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Giselle. I'm doing great, and we have so many exciting things to cover this week.
This weekend, we had the chance to head down to Tempe and be a part of the first ever National Flag Football Classic.
That's right, Giselle. The inaugural Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic took place this past weekend, and it was exciting to be a part of something so monumental.
Yeah. Agreed. 8 of the nation's biggest leaders in the growth of flag football had the chance of showcasing the sport.
It was great to see Arizona being the host of this event and even having 2 of Arizona's own universities participating. Ultimately, the University of Central Florida took home the trophy. Let's take a look.
It was the top-seeded UCF Knights taking on a red-hot Florida Gators squad that went 3-0 in pool play. Defense set the tone early. An interception by UCF on Florida's opening drive, but no points on the turnover. Both teams trade stops, and we're scoreless after quarter 1. Then, the Knights break through. A highlight reel extension from LaHayla Cornett sets up first and goal, and Lindsey Ward finishes it off, tiptoeing into the end zone. UCF leads 6-0. Late in the half, the Knights strike again. With just seconds left, a perfect throw to Emma Clark in the back of the end zone gives UCF another touchdown and even more momentum as they take a 13-0 lead into halftime. But the Florida Gators answer in the second half. An early interception sets up a touchdown pass to Ava Godfrey, cutting the deficit to 13-7. But every time the Gators push, UCF responds. A clutch defense stop in the third, then the play of the game. An interception by Elena Higby-Long shuts down a promising Florida drive. And that's all the Knights needed. Kayla Ludwig breaks loose for a 44-yard dagger to seal it and name her Offensive VP. Final score, UCF 19, Florida 7 in a blowout match.
It was great to see the overall sportsmanship and pride that was felt all across the fields. Even though these girls had different jerseys on their backs, they all knew this moment was bigger than themselves.
Absolutely. It was very special to witness the camaraderie among the players.
Flag football is on the rise, and with the help of the Fiesta Bowl Sports Foundation, the sport will only grow more. Women's flag football is exploding across the country, opening doors that didn't exist just a few years ago. More than 2.5 million athletes are now competing nationwide.
There's so much out there for girls, and especially coming from Florida where it's very driven. I feel like flag football is very well known in Florida. It's super cool to see where it's come. I never thought in 7th grade, 5th grade when I started playing that this is where I'd be today, and that's something super unique and super cool, and I'm so excited to see where the sport goes.
The NCAA has recognized flag football as an emerging sport with nearly 60 programs at the Division I level. Alabama State University, the first to offer scholarships, is leading the charge. For some athletes, the evolution of the game is something they've watched unfold from the very beginning.
I mean, it's incredible. When I first started in 7th grade, there wasn't these little youth leagues or travel teams that these little kids, I see 6-year-olds playing right now. It's truly incredible, and now that it's being announced in the NCAA as a D1 sport and it being in the Olympics, it's truly see how we started from it just being in a middle school level to a whole new level now.
And the push for their growth isn't just happening at the local and collegiate levels. It's being amplified on the biggest stage in football. The National Football League went all in on girls flag football, using Super Bowl week as a national spotlight for the sport's future. Flag football will also take the global stage at the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, marking the sport's Olympic debut. And for those leading the game at the collegiate level, the message is clear: the sport is ready for more.
Yeah, I think it's the first big stepping stone for flag becoming a professional sport. For boys and girls to just see us playing on a national level, I think it's really inspiring.
Events like the Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic are helping make sure athletes are ready for that moment.
I hope that it is an inspiration. I certainly think about young female athletes that love the sport of football and get to see it at this level and think, hey, I can do that too. With it, coming off as an Olympic sport, and just the trajectory of women's flag as a whole, it's just incredible. And so for us, we want to elevate that. We want to enhance that. We want to bring the power of our brand to it to say, hey, this is the real deal.
Events like the National Flag Football Classic, that momentum is expected to continue to expand in the years ahead. We certainly are excited to see how this sport will look in the future.
When we come back, we have some more exciting coverage from this past weekend. Stay tuned.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. For Arizona State, flag football would not be where it is without the twins who started it all. Sports reporter Adriana Sparks has more.
Flag football isn't coming, it's already here. And if you ask around at ASU, it starts with twin sisters on one team with one mission. Today, history is being made, and it runs right through Sophia and Sierra Smith. Playmakers on both sides of the ball, wide receiver and safety, and even center. And the reason there's even a team to begin with. Because when they got to ASU, there wasn't one.
I knew that I wanted to play at the next level. Well, both of us did. So right when I got to ASU, I knew I needed to make it happen.
They'd already won a state championship at Hamilton High School in the school's flag football inaugural season. They knew what the sport could be. The problem? There was nowhere to take it next. But Sierra wouldn't accept that.
Sierra started talking to the ADs and getting the ball rolling, and we started off as a club. It's just been truly amazing to see how far it has come. Now we're sitting here with Fiestable Sports Foundation, so it's just truly insane.
From building a new team to garnering national recognition, Sophia and Sierra didn't wait for the future of flag football, they created it.
This is what they told me when they first started it. I don't want to start it for me, I want to start it for the girls that are 10 years old right now. So when they get to college, they have a bigger experience.
And this weekend, 4 years later, there's a national stage. The Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic, the first of its kind, bringing top Division I talent straight to Tempe.
Me and Sophia, we used to play football in the street with boys and scuff up our knees because, they'd be pushing us in the dirt, and we've never had this before. So it's something that women finally have, and I think the Fiesta Sports Foundation has done a great job elevating women's sports in this way.
And with flag football set to debut at the 2028 Olympics and the sport experiencing an over 300% growth in participation over the last few years, that momentum isn't going anywhere. Reporting from Tempe, Adriana Sparks.
And those family ties don't just end there. Catherine Lemish has more on a brother and sister at Arizona State.
Thanks, Jazelle. At the Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic, history is being made, but for one family, it runs even deeper. One field, one last name, and a legacy that's been built across college football, now continuing at ASU.
First ever Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic, where the game is growing and new stories are being written. But for Rylan Bourget, this moment is bigger than competition. It's carrying on a family legacy.
I started playing flag football when I was 5 years old. My dad owns a nonprofit football organization in Tucson called Tucson Turf, so I was on the sidelines of my brother's games. I have 5 brothers, so I grew up around football.
A legacy that runs deep, 2 brothers who played right here at ASU, and another who took it to the next level at BYU. Now it's her turn on the same stage.
It's been awesome. Obviously I always talk about, God having a plan for all of us, but for me to have a playing career here and then get into coaching and then to see my sister, out there represent, Sun Devil Nation and rocking that 16, it's been awesome.
Same field, different pass, one family story, coming full circle. But this isn't just about one family, it's about being the first, setting the stage, and inspiring what comes next.
To see the growth and to see the platform and the stage that we're on now is amazing, but we know that this is just the beginning. We know that all these girls, and not just the ASU girls, the Florida girls and the Alabama State girls and the USC girls, we know that they're all going to perform on that stage, and they're going to show the NCAA and they're going to show their universities that they're ready.
Now a new chapter is being written, not just for one family, but for the future of the game. From one generation to the next, the legacy continues. And here in Tempe, history is just getting started.
And Bourget also leads the tournament with over 560 yards receiving. Her brother Trenton, a former 5-year Arizona State quarterback who's now the assistant running backs coach. And well, I'll just keep talking about Ryland Bourget because the ball's going to keep going back to Ryland Bourget.
As the game continues to evolve, so do the stories behind it. And for this family, this legacy is far from over. From one generation to the next, the impact on and off the field continues to shape this future's game. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Catherine. We have to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll give you the latest on NAU sports.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
NAU men's tennis is coming to a close, and last week, senior took on the court one last time. Sports reporter Diego Cortez Torres has more.
NAU men's tennis had their last regular season match on Sunday against Idaho, in which they won 7-0, capping off the regular season on a 9-game winning streak. That wasn't the only big thing that happened, as it was senior day for the sole senior, Takumi Katsuda. Katsuda explains his thoughts about the match while it being senior day.
Yeah, obviously I wasn't even crying, but like sometimes like I'm feeling like my senior day. Everyone's came to watch me. Everyone came to say something like to me like good to see. That was very good. So everyone was supporting me. So yeah, that was really especially we won 7-0. So that was a pretty good day. Yeah.
Head coach Maciek Bogusz voices his admiration and respect for Katsuda as a great person as well as a reliable tennis player.
He's such a solid guy that you can always rely on. Practice is really good. Always brings it no matter he proved it today. He lost the first at 6-1 and then had a great comeback win. So really proud of him and excited for what's next for his career.
NAU men's tennis now heads to Phoenix for the Big Sky tournament with the #1 seed, where they hope to secure the tournament championship. Diego Cortez Torres, NAZ Sports.
In other news, NAU basketball has announced that head coach Shane Burkhart will be returning to Flagstaff for another year as part of an addendum in his contract that originally ended his coaching tenure in 2024. Burkhart has an overall record of 85-33 with the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, and it will be great to see him come back and lead the team for its 8th season.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the sports we have for you this evening. I'm Jessalyn Garcia.
And I would like to thank our sports reporters, Adriana Sporks, Catherine Lemish, and Diego Cortez Torres. And I would also like to thank all of you for joining us. I'm Jazelle Contreas, and we will see you next week for the final overtime show of the semester.